Soman.
And I'm JoAnn.
And this is our very first episode of EverNever TV in 2016. We are up past 1,000 subscribers, thanks to all the hard work that you guys put in. Every time we get another 500 subscribers, we'll give you 3 more peeks into the handbook. This is our last installment in that How to Be a Professional Artist series. And today we're going to do a writing critique based on your entries.
We went through and picked 3 based on which passages had the most potential but also room for improvement. The first is from Athene. Sophie stood in a side room, wearing a flowing white dress, twisting a golden ring with diamonds embedded in it around her finger, much like she used to do with a certain black ring not too long ago as she got ready to add another ring to that finger.
The issue with the first sentence is often you can't have too many ideas. Athene's got a bunch of really great ideas in here, and what we have to do is kind of say, well, what's the most important? So I sort of played around with this and said, how can we make this simpler and yet keep Athene's idea? Once upon a time, Sophie wore a black ring upon her finger. That was diamonds and gold. And so that becomes your entry into the story. We're in a fairy tale. She, once upon a time, had a black ring. As a first sentence, you're like, who wears a black ring? And now it's diamonds and gold. We see her progression. She's moved from the evil side to hopefully, finding true love or finding good or something like that. So that sort of gets you into the story just by shrinking it down to what her main idea was. Was there anything else in her opening that you thought was worth looking at?
Something that everyone could benefit from is the principle of show, don't tell. She fearfully turned her head to face the attacker and gave a confused gasp at the sight of one of the dreaded elders. Instead of, saying she fearfully did this or confused this, you can convey it by what she does. She turned her head and screamed. It was one of the elders.
So that's the other thing. Like, imagine this. So that's sort of halfway down Athene's passage, right? And already we have this sort of climactic moment. That could potentially be the first sentence, as long as your first sentence throws you into the story.
The next one is from Purple Magic 117, who wrote, "The sky was as crystalline blue as a raven-haired queen rode by the busy kingdom of Camelot on a horse with a sleek black coat. A golden-haired king accompanied her on a cloud-white horse on their way to the school for good and evil."
Again, what's the defining image here? What do people who are coming to read this sequel, right, to the series, want to see? They want to see Tedros and Agatha together, and they want that image really sharp. I took that sort of longer sentence and just condensed it to how strange they look together in this kingdom of tradition. The raven-haired queen and the golden-haired king.
Our third passage is from JoAnn. All Agatha could see were the clouds forming brilliant curls, moving along the lines of the sky through Camelot.
I don't know if you want to lead with the clouds. I don't know if you want to lead with that image, because it's going to make a beautiful descriptive image later when she needs time to think. But straight off, I think we go straight to the conflict. Tedros snored peacefully as if he didn't have a care in the world, while Agatha lay awake, gazing at the clouds. So we keep the cloud image, she's looking out at the clouds, and now you can talk about the curling of the clouds in the night sky and all that stuff. But we've got, Tedros snoring and Agatha's wide awake, and boom, we're into the story. We know he's fine, he doesn't think anything's wrong, Agatha thinks something's wrong. What else did you see in that passage?
It's very important, especially, when you have a character looking back on things that have happened before and where they are now, that you don't get the tense of your prose jumbled.
So hard.
Agatha saw Reaper hissing, the cat's terrified eyes on the bedroom door, but then Agatha walks towards it.
Yeah, you want to either be in present or be in past, because otherwise it can be very, very tricky. Hopefully you guys got a lot out of our critiques. I want to thank Purple Magic, JoAnn, and Athene for letting us take a look at their amazing writing. And all of you, we could have sat here for hours and hours and gone through a lot of your work. And I'm sure we're going to do these in the future. I think these are actually super helpful. That's the end of our How to Be an Artist series. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you can get us to 1,500 and another peek at 3 more spreads in the handbook. See ya.